No worries. There we go. All right. And good morning, Rim Country. Chris Higgins in the studio. And it is time for our KRIM Community Spotlight program. Hey, and there we have calling in one of our guests, and that is Charlene Becker calling in. Let me just make sure she's on. Good morning, Charlene. Doing great. Let me put you on speaker real quick. There you go. And so this morning we are going to be talking to Charlene Becker along with Chrisann Dawson. Both of them are calling into the studio this morning. And in the studio, Elaine Charlene. Good morning, Elaine, and good morning, Chrisann and Charlene.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Yes.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for calling in. And first, I want to say, Chrisann, glad you're feeling better, and hope you continue to feel better as well. Sorry, you were under the weather. Been under the weather.
Yeah, thank you. I am doing a lot better.
Hey, that is good to hear. Well, ladies, thank you so much for joining the program this morning, coming on to talk about First Things First, a program that just provides a lot of resources, great resources for Payson. And is it safe to say for Rim Country, Elaine? Is this for Rim Country residents or just Payson residents?
Well, actually, the whole program of First Things First is the whole state of Arizona.
Wow, okay. Well, there we go. So anyone residing in Arizona can take advantage of this program.
Yeah, there's different programs. There's different councils within the state of Arizona. They've kind of divvied it up into regions.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've got, what we work with is the Gila region. And then I also, with First Things First, work with San Carlos region council. So some of us do two within Gila County.
Okay. And now the program. Can you tell us, one of you, a little bit about the program? I guess who it is for, and just maybe, I know we're going to go over different components of the First Things First program, but mainly, I guess, who is this for?
Well, it's for kids 0 to 5. So First Things First supports all these programs across Arizona through grants to community organizations that provide services, and this is the kicker, at no cost for young children from birth to age 5, and it's and their families. So it's before the kiddos get to kindergarten is their whole goal, is to help these kids with different services at free, no charge.
Wow. So Elaine, how long have you been involved with the First Things First program?
Actually, I've been involved with it on a very small, limited basis when I worked at the Payson Public Library, so that's been about 8 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And I've worked with Gila County now about 6.5 years, and I've been involved with the grants on both sides for us since then, so heavily invested.
And Chrisann, how long have you been working with the First Things First program?
Yeah, I started off long ago in 2016 working with some parenting classes, but then in 2018 I switched over to doing vision and hearing screening for preschool kids. So that's the job that I do, and I'm funded by First Things First, but work with U of A Cooperative Extension.
Okay. And how about you, Charlene?
I've been working with First Things First programs for now 12 years. I started with them in 2011 when First Things First used to fund our pregnancy and childbirthing classes, and then it went into parenting classes. So I've been with them now for 12 years.
Wow, that is great. What, I guess, what caused you, or how did you get together with First Things First? What brought you to the program?
Well, how it started was actually, if you want to go as far back as when I was a pregnant teenager back in the day, pretty far back, and then I started working for the county when I was probably in my 30s, and then I worked for WIC, which is Women, Infant, and Children, and I was getting a lot of education through early childhood through WIC, and this job came up that said, you know, they need a childbirth which I was already getting trained in, and I was already taking classes on that. And they asked if, you know, someone would be interested in the position, and that it was being funded through Things First. So I jumped on it, got the position, started it up in Gila County. We started to grow it, and it grew into this wonderful, beautiful program of First Things First. And then we jumped over to active parenting, first 5 years curriculum, teaching parenting classes. And got started, and it's been going pretty well ever since.
Wow. No, that is great. It sounds like First Things First offers a lot of great resources for young parents, young children, and I think today you wanted to highlight each of you a few of those programs. So I don't know if Elaine, if you want to start with one of the programs that's available through First Things First.
Again, so what we do is we do the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. So what that is every child that lives in Gila County is eligible for a free book delivered to their home if they're anywhere from the age of birth to 5. So that means they get a free book every month, and until they turn 5. If they start at the beginning when they're born, they have quite the library. And the whole idea is that brain development, because 90% of the brain is developed in a child before they reach the age of 5. So we are really encouraging, teaching parents the importance of early literacy, having books in the home. A lot of areas, for instance, if you're living in Gaisila, there's not a library in Gaisila, but we've got one in Payson, we've got one in Tono Basin. And they can come to the library, once a week, twice a week, whatever they can make it. But it's great to already have those books in your home and be able to take and travel with them.
That is great. So how would a parent get their child signed up for this program?
Well, one way is to contact the Gila County Library District, but the easiest way is go to the local library.
Okay.
You can call us, you can call the library. We can take a registration over the phone. We've got different brochures at the libraries. And we try to be at all of the events that are in the area. So all the outreach events we try to be at so that we can hand those out and try to get those parents, those kids signed up.
No, that is great. And I know you had a booth, I don't know if you were there personally, but at the Payson Book Festival, there was a Dolly Parton Imagination Library booth set up.
We do. That's one of our big events. We have 2 a year, and that's the one that we have in the northern part of the county. We have a kids zone there, so we did all kinds of fun things with the kids and read books as well, but we did a lot of STEM projects. Then we do have our booth, and then we've got another program coming up that Charlene is also part of in Globe, and it's the Read On Express that'll be coming up in December 10th at the train station. So it's a big, huge early literacy event.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun. Charlene, can you tell us a little bit about that event?
That event is going to be on December 10th. We're starting at noon. It's going to be at the train depot in Globe. It's kind of a monument, I guess you can say. It's been there for many years. And what we do is we're going to have, it's all about early literacy, which, of course, Elaine's a big part of that, too. And it's the Read On, which is actually kind of like a program under First Things First. And they don't fund it, but we find ways to pay for various books and stuff to hand out to each child. So they line up, they go in, they get to get goodies from other programs that are in the area, and then they get a visit with Santa, they get to get a picture with Santa, and they get to pick out a book. And Elaine is a big part of the book part of it. And they pick their book, and then they go on out, and then they can ride a little train around the train depot and get a cookie and chocolate milk and listen to a story by Mrs. Claus if they choose. And there's going to be other booths out there like crafts and whatnot. So this is going on I want to say the 7th year. What would you say, Elaine?
I think you're right. I think that's accurate.
Wow.
That's the 7th year that we've done this, yeah.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like a lot of fun. And now, is that where most of your involvement with First Things First is, Charlene, with literacy?
Actually, my involvement with First Things First is with the Active Parenting First 5 Years classes that we teach throughout Gila County. And we teach parents from children ages 0 to 5 how to work with their children, discipline, positive discipline, how to get them to read, early literacy, working with your children. And there's like 4 classes, and they're really great, short, easy classes, because we know how parents' schedules are. But we have a lot of parents in the area, and I really love what we do. We actually have a educator in Payson, and her name is Stephanie Miller. And I can also give her number because she just started with us. So she's really trying hard to get connections out there, Payson. If you can help her. But she's been going to the schools and stuff, so she can start teaching these classes. These classes we do on Zoom. easier for the parents, and we also do in person. But with COVID coming up again, Zoom seems to work better for our parents.
Mm-hmm.
Would you mind if I plug Stephanie for a second and give her number?
Not at all. Not at all. Please do.
Okay, great. So her name's Stephanie Miller. She works out of the Payson office, and her number is 928-200-9245. And that's Stephanie Miller.
Stephanie Miller. Great. And just looking online as well, you can find out more information about the program. And let's see, on the firstthingsfirst.org website, and then as you said, Elaine, there are the regions, and it's /region/Gila for Gila County. And then there's just a little drop down and for parents and parent resources. And here you can see all the different programs, ages and stages, AZ New Parent Guide, Kindergarten Readiness, Language and Early Literacy Development. Also find programs, something that Charlene just mentioned, the positive parenting, so disciplining in a positive way, healthy teeth for young children, so dental program, children learn through play, quality first, wow, birth to 5 helpline as well. And I remember before when we were talking with a representative from First Things First with Christine Croak with her program Christine and Friends, and she had mentioned that birth to 5 helpline as well. So again, that's firstthingsfirst.org, and this is even /resources and all the parent resources right there. So Chrisann, can you share with us then more about your involvement with the program?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Great. All right, great. Yeah, I do the vision and hearing screening for preschool children. I also do developmental screenings with a tool called the Ages and Stages Questionnaire. So I go into preschools and daycares, I go into homes, I'm at events, and I do the vision and hearing screening to make sure that the children have no issues so that it's easier for them to be ready for kindergarten or preschool and learning for the rest of their lives. So I work in all of the preschools, the big ones in Gila County. Some of the smaller ones I have an opportunity to get into also and work with the children there. But I'm also available for parents who are homeschooling their children or staying home with their preschool age children. And I'm able to come into the home, or they can meet me at the office, which is just to the right of Mike's Fish and Chips.
Okay.
And then we can screen children that are not in preschools as well.
Okay. So people can stop in at your office right next to Mike's Fish and Chips?
Yes, they can.
Okay.
And I have a work cell that they can reach me on.
Okay. And you feel free to give that out?
It's 928-595-0655.
Okay. And that, if people aren't familiar, Mike's Fish and Chips is right there in the Twin Pines Shopping Center. So the office located right next to that, that's where Chrisann is. And you can go in and get more information, ask questions, but she's available for that. So again, this is such a great program, and so many programs within First Things First. I think that the more it can get out there to people, just the better. Approximately how many, and any of you, how many, there has to be a lot, probably a decent amount of parents or children that are part of the program and all the different programs?
Well, I can tell you for the Imagination Library that we currently have in Gila County over 1,250 kids enrolled in the program, so that they are getting free books every month delivered to their home. We've graduated over 4,200 kids, so they've turned 5 and they've graduated out of the program. And then I've got some numbers for Gila, for San Carlos, for our grant over there. But Gila is the bigger region for us, so we've got a lot of kids, but we've got a lot of kids that we haven't connected with, that we need to connect with.
Oh yeah, no, the more that can be made aware of the program and take advantage of this program, it's great. It is really good. And I'd imagine, Charlene, now you are based in Globe?
I'm based in Globe, yes, and then we're supposed to reach out to Payson, Tunnel Basin, Pine, Strawberry, and Young. So those are the other areas that we need to reach out to and start our classes. We usually we're supposed to have at least 200 families go through our program each year or fiscal year, and we have been averaging about between 145 and 170. And so I can say within the last 5 years of having this contract, we put a lot of parents, I'd say about, close to 1,000 people have gone through our program.
Wow.
It's been nice, and we really enjoy our program. Also, they can sign up too, I didn't say this earlier, azyp.org, because we are part of AZYP.
Okay.
A as in apple, Z as in zebra, Y as in youth, P as in program, .org, and they can also sign up for our parenting classes there too. And I need help reaching out to Tonto Basin. So if anyone has any ideas or who we can contact for the Tonto Basin area for the schools to get in, if they could give us a call again, they can call Stephanie's number. That's 928-200-9245. And that way she could start getting out there to the areas that are outside of Basin.
Wow, great. And looking at the website right now, that's Arizona Youth Partnership, azyp.org. Yeah, and a list of all the different programs, locations, and about that organization as well. Learn about that. No, that is great. And Chrisann, I guess, are there opportunities? I know Charlene has mentioned, if anyone in the school system, or I guess if you know of somebody, or if that could use some help, young parents and so on. Are there volunteer opportunities or ways that people can help you and the others with this?
Currently, there are not really needs for my program for volunteers. It's really what we would appreciate is just passing along the information.
Okay.
So I have had, I was at Trunk or Treat a couple of weeks ago, and I had a parent come by and thank me for screening her child's hearing. I had gone into the home, and the child had needed tubes in their ears, and that had made a big difference in the infections they were having and also in their behavior because they could hear more clearly what was being said to them. And then same thing with vision, just passing along the good news is what parents can do for us. I went into a school where a child was wearing a pair of glasses. He was 4 years old, and he had gotten those glasses in the month prior because of my screening his eyes and seeing that he needed to go have an eye exam and get glasses. So if parents could pass along the good stories, that would help to spread the word about the program that we have with vision and hearing screening.
Oh, and I'd imagine, Elaine, it's the same with the Dolly Parton Imagination Library as well. Just parents that their children are part of the program. You would love if they shared that with other parents.
Absolutely share the love. We want books in every child's home in Hillsborough County. And we do have an online registration form for that, so parents can go online. And it's our library website, so it's gcldaz.org. It's Gila County Library District, az.org.
Yep.
And if you scroll down, you'll find the Dolly Parton Imagination Library logo. It's bright red, and it's
right there.
You can click on and give us the information, and it submits the form to us. And if we have any questions, we'll give you a holler and contact you.
Yeah, that is very easy. I just clicked on it and brought up the form. So again, that website is gcldaz.org. And real easy, and you'll see that large banner. Just down on the page a little bit. You just have to scroll down a little bit, but you cannot miss it.
Can't miss it.
No. And that's great. That's such a great program, and that's been around for quite a while, hasn't it?
We've actually been doing it since the beginning with the tobacco tax that kind of started this whole thing. So about 2011.
Wow, 2011. That's is great. Again, that's just one of the great resources That's part of First Things First, the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. So if you have a child and the age is 0 to 5, correct?
Yeah, once they reach 5, we figure they're going to kindergarten. They've got books at school, so it's birth, but the child needs to be born. We've actually had a few parents try to sign them up before they actually are born in the system that we put those into, the data system. Database system won't allow us till the baby's born. But once that baby is born, and you can do it the day of, it doesn't matter.
No, that is good. And then again, Charlene, the event that's going on in Globe is December 10th, did you say? And
It starts at 12.
And at 12, and that's at the Globe Train Depot. Oh, that is.
People from Payson, you're more than welcome to come join us.
Hey, there we go. And now, Chrisann, anything else you would like to add just about the programs?
I just was, going to say, the other ladies had mentioned numbers, and we have a goal of screening 300 children every year, and it kind of follows the school calendar year. And every year I'm able to exceed that just by a few. Usually I get to right around 307, 308. I haven't gotten much further than that, but I too go out into the other districts. I get out into Young and screen out there and help with the kids out there. So it's, I'm able to get into Tono Basin and other places, and I think I have at least one contact, and I'll share with Charlene when we get off the interview for the Tono Basin area.
That sounds great. And Charlene, anything else you would like to share with listeners and people watching?
I just would love to have, my new person, Stephanie, to reach more people in Payson, because this is a wonderful opportunity. I'm a car seat technician, and so we also have car seats available for parents who take the 4 classes. They also can get a car seat or a gift card, $5 gift card. And we have unlimited diapers, so if parents need diapers, they can also get those from us too.
Wow, can you just tell everyone maybe a little bit with the car seat program where a parent would go to get signed up for, you said it was a class?
Yes, and they would go through Stephanie Miller, give her a call, and what we normally do is they do the parenting classes, but we also do a car seat class with the parenting classes, so that not only do they get a free car seat, they know how to install and uninstall. And if it's needed, I go to Payson and I install for the parents, or I show them how to install the car seat, because it's kind of a defeated purpose to just hand out something and say good luck. Because the number one cause of children that die in car accidents is improper car seat install. There's actually an art to it. You have to know what you're doing. So that's why we offer that extra incentive, because we feel that children need to be in safe vehicles. They need to be in safe car seats. So you can't just be putting your children and throwing them in the car anymore. That used to be back in our day. So we also offer that. We get the car seats through the State Department. They have another program where they give out free car seats to car seat programs and car seat technicians. So luckily I have a car seat program, and I've extended it through Payson. And so I thought, why not offer these parents also a car seat? So that's what we do.
Well, that is great. And you also mentioned diapers, that diapers are available for parents as well?
Yes, we have a lot of diapers. We get those from the Tucson Diaper Bank. And what they do is we put in orders every month, and they send us, we have to go down to Tucson, but we pick up all sizes of diapers. So if ever we're running low, it's nice to have that resource. And so we also offer diapers for our parents, because times are hard. And you need those diapers sometimes if they're not potty trained. So we are able to get a hold of some diapers too. And then we have also gift cards that come through a different organization, United Fund, and that we're able to provide $25 to a parent in case they just need extra help with money. So we can provide a Walmart gift card for $25 for them.
Wow, and so for parents to find out more information on these programs or to sign up, again, they just need to give Jennifer a call? Stephanie Miller. Yeah. Stephanie Miller.
I know, Stephanie, Jennifer.
No.
It's 928 again, 200 92 200-45. And she's located in, Chrisann, help me out with this, because I'm not facing all the time. It's that one little area. They're supposed to have a Christmas event coming up this weekend.
Swiss Village.
Swiss Village.
Yes, that's where the office is located. I'm pretty sure hers is letter M office. So you go up the main steps in the front, and then you go to your right, and she's at the end.
So that's upstairs in the Swiss Village, so probably down in the north end of the Swiss
Yes.
Village.
Yeah,
Yes.
so you know how they have those 2 front steps you walk up that I probably would fall down, and then you go to the right, because I'm klutzy, and then her office the one all the way to the end.
Oh, okay. I think, yeah, down there. Actually, wow, there's a Christian bookstore in front, and it's, yeah, oh,
It's kind of
okay.
the center of all that.
Yeah, the green. It's
Yes.
the green building
Yeah.
right there. Yeah. No, okay. That's great. So Stephanie Miller, again, the representative here in Payson, her number is 928-200-9245. And give her a call. It sounds like a lot of great resources that she is making available to Room Country residents, people here in Payson and surrounding communities. So, well, thank you, ladies, so much for coming on this morning. It is about that time. It's 10:30. So, yeah, thank you for all the great information, and more importantly, thank you for everything you do, your involvement in the community, and for all the people that you've helped over the years. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you for having
Thank
us.
Oh, you're so welcome. And thank you everyone for listening this morning and watching on our KRIM Facebook page. Do have to say hi to Clifford, watching there in Illinois. So Clifford, good morning to you, sir. Hope you're having a great day. And he mentioned someone has a birthday today, Christina Burke, the Payson High School softball coach, and yeah, and among other things. So she has a birthday, so happy birthday to Christine. If you see her, make sure you tell her happy birthday. So time to get back to the music now with some Chicago, Donnie Iris, Georgia Satellites, Moody Blues, and more. But first, let's get a quick update from the National Weather Service.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, ladies. Have a wonderful day.
All right, take care.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
There we go. That, I think it was a phone in her office
It was,
ringing in the
yeah.
background at
Yeah.
first, so I'm like, what is happening?
I
What
think
is
you're
it
correct.
doing? But there we go. That went well. Could hear them, and that
Yeah.
was good. Short minute 24. Yeah, that's good. Have to get her number, her information out to people because again, yeah, that's just such a great resource for the community. I could see a lot of people utilizing,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
especially now. Just looking at, it's crazy. Just prices of everything. It is insane. So I'm gonna put this down here and put this up here. Let's see, 22 seconds, perfect. All right, sorry about that.
No,
Just
that's
gonna-
fine. You got to do what you got to do. Jump.
Yeah, just making adjustments there before I
Well, I'm
forget.
gonna give you my card. I actually work with the whole library district, so I work with all 8 libraries in the county.
Oh,